Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, I'm in the process of converting this 1999 Porsche 911 from gas to electric. I bought it with a bad engine and I'm putting in a small Tesla drive unit. I'm still in the early stages of this project, so I invite you to join me. Oh my gosh. Check this out. It's coming apart. It's starting to split here. Someone's coming to buy the battery box. So in the last video I cut out the back seats. It's been a while since I've filmed anything. I've been busy with work, and also I've been stuck on this trying to decide how I should mount the motor. Should I mount it? You know, my original idea was just to like flip it 180 degrees, and the reason I was doing that is because I could get most of the motor weight in front of the rear axle line. The other way I could do that is flip it upside down. There's advantages and disadvantages to both methods, so that's where I'm kind of at. I've been kind of just doing some research and asking some advice of different people. Right now I'm kind of thinking about running it upside down, and the benefit of that is if I run it upside down, the engine or the motor will turn the direction it was designed to turn. So that means the oil pump and all that stuff, everything will work the way it should. The only downside is when you flip it upside down, all the oil goes to the top. So what you need to do is modify the oil system to basically pick up that oil from the top of the motor, which is now on the bottom. So I need to just like open up the drive unit and look at the oil system, the oil like circulation system, and see if that's a possibility. All right, we got 10mm bolts that hold this together, and this is where I believe I'm going to find the oil system, is when I separate this thing in half. Okay, so that's it. All right, I'm going to remove these coolant lines, and then I'm going to undo the harness here. I mean, look at the back of that car. It's nice. Even with the bumper hanging off and the tape on it. Sick. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now everything's clear of this side. Hi, friend. Getting this? Well, so far it's not been easy to split. I don't know why. Well, it's bleeding. All right, well, today's been frustrating. I've been trying to split this thing for like 2 hours and it won't come apart. For some reason down here, next to like this orange cover, it's not coming apart. It just seems totally stuck. I know that there's like bearings that like... Have you removed the phase leads? There's an orange cap and there's 3 phase leads you have to disconnect. No, I have not. This is the inverter. In some applications, what you can do is send this board off and have it reprogrammed. Check this out. These are the phase wires for the 3 phases here. So that is that. Now I need to undo these 2 bolts. Oh, there's more. There's one here. Okay, now I think it should come apart. Starting to split here. All right, so it's still not coming apart. I'm guessing it's these like phase leads. This plate needs to come off. See what happens then, because these 3, they come from the motor side. And I've been told I gotta be careful of this white wire when I pull the center section. Well, after seeing the cover off the motor, it doesn't look like there's giving me any more access to the center of the drive unit that I want to take apart, so I'll probably just put this back together. You can see it's soaked in that ATF. Damn, look at those bolts. Those are fun, those big 6 bolts. That is the electric motor. It's not that big. Let's see if I got a ruler. It's like less than 8.5 inch diameter. Pretty small for 300 horsepower. I'm taking a break right now. I'm just sitting here staring at this small drive unit, having the thought that this is what it's like doing something for the first time. And this is what learning is all about. There's a lot of videos out there on the large drive unit. I haven't really found much on the small drive unit. I'm thinking probably I just need to be using more force at this point because the case is split pretty good. Someone's coming to buy the battery box out of the Nissan Leaf. I have no idea what they're using it for. And so I'm gonna jack the car up, and I'm not gonna remove the battery box until they get here because sometimes, you know, people don't show up. This was my discovery like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I understand you. Because as I said, a few months ago I was almost same.
Yeah.
No start.
You bought a Range Rover.
Yeah.
Land Rover.
Yeah. Right, run and drive.
Yeah.
Won't start. No starter. Wait. No catalytic converters. What?
All right, well, as you can see, I sold the battery box out of the car, so that was good. Man, it was supposed to rain. Well, I just took a lunch break and watched this Car Wow video with Matt Watson, where he raced all the turbo models of 911 starting at 930. How would this stack up with the Tesla motor? This would probably stack up with like the 964 through the quarter mile, the turbo. Once it's all done. That's just my guess. Maybe someday I'll race the 964 turbo in a drag race. That's the Bad Boys 911. Bad boys, bad boys.